Welcome to Mad Sports. Let's get started.
Got a lot to cover, so let's get started.
Let's do it.
All right. So let's start with Tom Brady and the Bucks, since that was a pretty big game in the sense that Tom Brady did something no NFL player has ever done before, and no fan has probably ever done before either.
So 600 career touchdown passes. First time ever. Great. To Mike Evans. And then Mike Evans, not knowing that it was his 600 touchdown pass, gave it to a fan. And then had to go ask for it back. And had to explain, I didn't know it was a 600, so we need that back.
Mike
So-
Evans didn't have to give it to him. It
Mike
was
didn't
one of
have
the,
to
go.
no, it was
No.
one of the
No, because there are pictures of a guy.
there's pictures
that
of a guy
had
who
to
goes
go-
over there and says,
someone
"Hey,
from
we
the
need that
staff.
back." But still,
You're
wrong.
Well, it is
Still,
what it is.
he gave up a very pricey football for not a lot.
He got a lot. He got a
lot
lot
but
of
not-
stuff.
I mean, no.
Here's,
So
what I
he,
was here's what I was thinking about, okay? It depends on what kind of fan he is of the Bucks. Because if he's like a really diehard like Bucks
he had a
fan all day
jersey on,
long,
like
hang on though. If he's like a diehard Bucks fan, like I don't care, Bucks all the way, I think that he probably won from what he's got instead of the
I
football.
mean, he got a Bitcoin.
He got
so
a
just
big
that
he got a
alone.
big
That
win
alone.
from Tom Brady.
From
but he
Tom.
got 2 signed jerseys, a signed helmet, signed cleats,
Season
all
tickets.
game worn, season tickets for the rest of this year
another football
and next year, another signed football.
and $1,000 to the team store.
So-
or whatever.
So the Bitcoin itself is $60,000 to $63,000, right?
Right now. Yeah.
Right now.
Yeah.
But then Gronk and somebody else named Mojo Mustadi gave him $30,000.
That sounds like Key and Peele, East and West names.
Yeah, gave him $30,000 in other crypto coins as well. So
Okay, he won.
So he got.
So
like,
he and
got
he
like
definitely
100
won.
grand.
So
He came
not
out on
necessarily
top.
one. He, I mean,
no, because you
was-
let that sit. It's free money. Like you let that sit for who knows how
Yeah.
long.
And it
then-
was
It's
good
all
of him.
gonna
I
go
mean,
up. Yeah.
yeah.
He's.
he didn't
So-
even question.
yeah.
He just gave the football right back. Like
Yeah, so he
And
came
Tom-
out on top because one, you'd have to verify that the ball is the ball, and then you have to find somebody that actually you'd take it to an auction, right? And then there was no way for him to know. And the guy who said that it was worth $500,000 to $750,000, I mean, he could be telling the truth, but at the same time, who knows until it actually happens, right?
Yeah, and how is anybody supposed to verify that that was the 600th touchdown? You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, fans are getting footballs every single
I
game.
mean, there's
you know what I
a
mean? So
video of Mike Evans jumping.
and
Yeah,
handing
giving
him
the
the
ball.
ball.
So, I mean, there's
but,
proof.
But, I mean, I could go.
But you could go.
You can buy an NFL football.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I know, but
I can buy a game thrown NFL football from any team.
I'll take
For-
a guaranteed $100,000 is almost guaranteed to grow over the next 10, 15, 20, 50
Yeah, not
Oh,
only
yeah,
that,
his
but
crypto will be
you're
worth a
still
couple
gonna
million,
you're still
guaranteed.
gonna get, like, if he wanted to sell those jerseys and stuff. But
Yeah,
that's what I'm
exactly.
saying. It depends on what kind of fan he is. Because if he's like die hard, he'll just keep, like, all that stuff.
Yeah.
He'll keep
I just
put
thought
in
it was
frames
funny.
in his house, like easy.
I just thought it was funny that Tom Brady told Peyton and Eli that the guy shouldn't have given the ball back until he made a deal. He's like, he lost all of his leverage once he gave it back.
Did you
True.
see that?
You
with
watched
the
Peyton. Peyton
I've watched
Eli?
highlights of it. I haven't watched.
Yeah.
I
It's
didn't
pretty
see, I
funny,
didn't see
dude.
that one. It
It's
was-
pretty
they're
funny.
Is it?
Just them on Monday Night Football.
I
is
just see
good.
that they hate on each other and
Hate on
just
each
get each
other,
crap,
make jokes about other people, Marshawn Lynch, and all that
yeah.
stuff.
I've seen some of those. Yeah.
So good. But I will say, just with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, yeah, I told you guys last week they're the real effing deal. I don't care who they were playing; they are the real deal. And we can get into it a little bit later, but you
Yeah,
are
well,
both
we'll be
wrong.
getting into it a little bit later.
You're wrong.
Last
So-
week, I will say this.
It's not that we
Regardless
were
of this
wrong.
week, last week I don't think they deserve to be number
No,
three.
it's not that we were. And last week they played the Bears.
We'll get there.
It doesn't
We'll get
I
matter.
get that, but you say we're wrong as if they just played the Rams and smacked them. Like
They got smacked. By
they
the
are a
Rams.
top
That's
5
what
team
happened.
now, but we weren't wrong in our opinions before.
Yes, you were.
No,
Yes, you were.
you're an idiot.
All right, so let's touch on this game real quick. Lions Rams. It was a revenge game. It's a lot called it, especially for Jared Goff. Matt Stafford, it didn't really. It's like cool. I want to beat him, but Jared Goff, whether he felt it or not, everybody else felt like he
went in there wanting to prove something, right? Which they played well.
The Rams are pissing me off.
Look, okay,
really bad.
but also the Lions. If you look at a lot of the games, they've almost won a lot of games, not just against the Rams, right? Like, but still, I know
They're
what you're saying.
pissing me off so much because I'm sick and tired of the way they're starting games because they get in such a deep hole that like what they could have done in the win is diminished because they've given up 10. So like a 21-0 win looks a lot better than a 21-10 win.
I'm okay if they don't start well as long as they finish off.
So Josh,
Yeah.
last week we were talking
Yes,
about
I
Jared Goff and Carson Wentz, who were drafted the
Zip your
same year,
Okay.
who got traded the same year because they both sucked and they both had bad attitudes.
Okay.
Miguel's opinion on it is that Carson Wentz should be out of a job after this year,
Okay.
even though the Colts are 3-4. And
That
Jared
is
Goff.
not true.
Okay, hold.
That's not what
Okay,
I
not
said.
true. He said
That's
that
not
he
what I
said
said.
that he shouldn't be with the Lions or
That's
with the
also
Colts.
not what
not
I
a
said.
starter.
No. You guys are
What?
both lying. What
Okay,
I said
Hold on.
was that the Colts would be way better
No,
off
you did not.
drafting a quarterback.
No,
Oh,
you
okay,
did
okay,
not.
Yes,
fine.
that's what we were talking about.
Okay.
We were talking about if they
Okay.
draft a quarterback
But
or
the
not.
Lions-
You're
hold
about
on.
to
Give me a
start
second.
making me
Don't
look like a
butcher-
freaking
before-
idiot. You
just
son of a
hold on.
bitch.
Don't butcher it.
No, it's just give me a second. The Lions right now have the
You guys
worst
are
record. Okay, if the season ended today,
The Lions have the worst
Oh,
record.
and
Yes,
7.
they're on 7.
They're on 7.
Yeah.
I thought they
Yes.
won one.
no,
No.
they got close.
They-
But
they got beat by a
almost every game is,
67-yard
like,
field goal.
so close.
Oh, that was the
So,
67.
they
yeah,
have-
yeah.
Right as of right now, they have the first round draft pick, the
Okay.
first overall.
Okay.
Then when they traded Matt Stafford, they also got another first round draft pick from the Rams.
Okay.
So, do they pick up a quarterback first overall? And if you don't think first overall, do they still pick up a quarterback in the first round, or do they stick with Jared Goff?
I don't think they should draft a quarterback yet.
Okay, so
Thank you.
Well,
Thank
so,
you.
I think that they is what this is his first year, isn't it?
Yes.
Give him a
With
year.
the Lions-
So,
no,
okay,
no.
fine. That's fine.
No.
Based off that,
With the Lions, yes.
the same thing
Yeah,
with
that's
the
what I mean.
Colts.
Yes.
Should the Colts move on from Carson Wentz?
No.
Okay, that's
think
where
they're
he was.
I think that they should.
I don't
think
pay as
Carson
much
Wentz-
attention
It's
to
their
Carson
first
Wentz.
year with each team.
Yeah.
Here's the problem
I
with
do
Carson
not
Wentz,
think that
though.
they should give up
What
on
I was
somebody that
saying is
fast.
that Carson Wentz, almost every year he's played, he's had some sort of injury where he's out for a game, 2, 3, 4, and so like
But we also
the
looked at the game stats.
reliability factor of Carson Wentz is where I'm like,
We've also
you
looked at
get
the game
somebody
stats.
to
Get it.
you
Goff
get
has-
somebody who's better than your backup with the Colts now,
Goff has played
to
one
sit,
more game than
but
Wentz
not.
over their careers.
I just don't think that. I mean, in my personal opinion and experience, I have seen so many off years or something, and it's only their first year. So,
But he's
they
had this is
can't-
his third off year. You're
It's-
moving his
Yeah,
phone.
that's the hardest thing
moving
for
his
me because
phone.
I don't know
Stop
that
moving my
both
phone, dude.
with Wentz and Goff they both had off years, which is why they got traded from the teams they were.
Okay, but Wentz
that
is
was-
Wentz is a Super Bowl
Jared
quarterback.
Goff's second off year. This is
No,
his
he's
third
not.
off year.
No, he's not. Nick
He's-
Foles is a Super Bowl
he's a-
quarterback.
Who took them to the Super Bowl?
gosh.
Who got them to the Super Bowl, Josh? No,
We
no,
cannot
I'm on
say
your
no.
side.
Listen,
Josh, I'm on
we
your side.
cannot say right now that if Carson Wentz was playing in that game that they would have won.
You don't know.
Josh, I'm on your
Exactly,
side.
that's
Who
my
took
point.
them to the Super Bowl? Carson
Carson
Wentz.
Wentz.
And then
Okay.
Nick Foles played.
Here's my thing.
Jared Goff
Jared
lost
Goff
them
has-
the Super Bowl.
Yes, but he still got them there twice, or to the NFC Championship.
But you're doing
twice.
the same. But that's the same
Carson
exact
Wentz
argument.
got
that
them
One,
to
they
the-
have
just
for-
once.
Carson
No,
Wentz-
because Carson Wentz has only done it once. He's only had one season where we can
But
look at
his
it and be
team
like,
actually
that
won
was
a
a
Super Bowl.
successful season.
Yeah, but with a new
But
team, you can't.
I
With a
agree.
new team, you can't just give up on someone.
I have one
after 1 year. I
one
just-
more
I don't
question
agree
on
with
this
that. I don't agree with
for
that.
you again.
Okay.
So okay? What if they draft a number 1 quarterback
Quarterback.
as a backup to see does he
Who's
pick
their
it up?
backup quarterback right now?
Nobody. I don't know
Colts?
the name. No,
Yeah.
no.
Or no,
I'm talking about Lions.
the Lions.
Couldn't tell you.
Let's see.
Well, he played in a game
But do they
recently
pick
because they benched
who,
Goff.
regardless
Well, yeah,
regardless of who it is.
How's the draft class though? You also have to look at the
They-
draft class. Is there,
Not
are
good.
there any
But I mean,
quarterbacks that
not
are
really.
just like
The
could be
Alabama
a,
guy.
a rock star?
Alabama,
Alabama guys.
Ohio State.
Ohio State kind of.
Yeah, but
Clemson was
it's a
But that's the
weaker-
thing is
but
it's
it's a
like,
weaker year.
exactly.
It's a weaker year. I mean, you have the Oklahoma quarterback Williams that's just kicking butt right now.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, you could get somebody if it was a stronger draft class, draft somebody, have them learn a little bit their first year, and you could bench Wentz or Goff 3 years in if they suck, and then have that first rounder come in and play. So there's always that option. I mean, I don't think that'd be a terrible option if they have 2 first rounders.
I have a
which they do,
question.
or would.
Yeah.
That wouldn't be a bad idea.
Just because we brought it up, like super briefly, do you think Caleb Williams is getting drafted this season?
What year is he? Is he a freshman? Isn't he a true
He's a
freshman?
Yes.
freshman.
No.
Can he?
He'll stay
I
for
don't-
another year.
Can he? I think
You can play a year, but there's no
Oh,
way.
okay.
I don't think he will.
because in
I don't think he.
basketball,
I mean, he's playing good
He's
enough that
playing
he could
very,
be,
very
but I
good,
don't
and
think he would.
he's very intelligent, but no.
I think
Okay.
they need to see
You
him
would still
full
you would still
year.
go in. He would still go in my opinion, into the NFL. If he went next year, he would get the speed, just the speed change alone.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't after 1 year of college.
Yeah,
No.
and I mean he hasn't played all year,
Yeah, he's only played
He-
3 games.
so I think
3
he needs to
games,
stay a
4
whole
games?
year. And
Yeah, he'll stay next year if his trajectory keeps going up like it is and plays 1 more year. He'll be in the Heisman running, could win the Heisman. Yeah,
first
he would go.
he could be the first pick.
Anyways, sorry. It's just
But he is a stud, and it's actually fun watching him.
Oh,
that
yeah.
fumble play or the handoff play.
I'm
is
confused
freaking
by
sick.
that. Is that legal? Do we
it
know?
was. It was.
It was
'cause
legal.
They
well,
reviewed
no.
it.
There's a few people that were saying like they don't
Because
know
it was
if
Like, they
forward, 'cause
reviewed
he,
it.
like, took
They
it and
reviewed
went
it,
forward.
so-
I
Yeah,
know,
I don't
but
know.
they don't always get the call right
I
after
like it.
review.
I love.
I
love
mean, it was interesting. I just didn't know if
I'm
it was
a big
actually
fan.
legal or not because
I'm
it
a
was
big
a
fan of
forward
that.
pass.
So I mean, as far as the game goes, like I said, I think it was really interesting to see that onside kick, 2
Oh,
fake punts.
Gosh.
I I heard somebody, Pat McAfee, is that what his name is?
Uh-huh.
Who I need to listen to him more. Actually, like him a lot. But they were saying that there's probably never been a team in history that's successfully done a surprise onside kick and 2 fake punts and then lost the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you look
probably
at the
true.
Lions, and it's. I mean, they're trying. Like, you look at the Jets and the Jaguars.
They
last
played
year,
hard.
Who almost seemed like they wanted to lose games to get the picks. The
Yeah.
Lions don't want to lose.
They-
They're just
No.
losing games by.
They put it
67
all
yard field
out
goal.
there.
They lost,
which is
I think,
like-
3 games by field goals to the
Mhm.
Vikings, the Ravens, and another team, and they're just. I don't. It sucks.
Yeah,
Just-
they've lost.
Campbell's a good coach.
So, 49ers 33-41. That's not bad. They got smacked by the Packers. 2 points to the Ravens, 10 to the Bears, 2 to the Vikings. Smacked by the Bengals, not smacked enough by the Rams. Like they're.
And that's the thing. Like I said, the Lions play hard, and one thing that we know Jared Goff doesn't do well is finishing out games. And so it's like the Lions have the making of a good team. They're just not doing it. They're not doing it. And so, yes, should the Rams have smacked them? Yeah, but they didn't come as prepared as the Lions did. And so you're going to have games that are surprisingly close. You're going to have games that end up in upset. And I don't think it just the Rams won. If it was a Super Bowl, they won.
Yeah.
Right?
I
Like,
mean,
and that's
Going off that with like you don't expect a team to come out and do an onside kick and
No.
then 2 fake punts. So even though they started off the game bad, I mean you don't expect that from an NFL team. So
Right.
Haven't they done? Isn't this the second game they've done a surprise onside kick, or was that another
I
team?
don't think so.
I didn't
I've
hear
seen
anything
it.
about the Lions.
I don't
Are the Chiefs dead?
know. No.
Yes.
This okay. I'm not talking about. Well, let's talk about this season, and then
This
let's talk about
season.
moving forward.
Oh.
Also, you don't think the Chiefs?
What are they? 3 and 4?
Yes.
Yeah.
They're not dead.
But
Oh,
okay, not
come
only are they 3
on.
and 4,
Come on.
they're a lousy 3 and 4.
They are very bad right now.
Yeah.
I don't think.
Do
they're
they
dead.
make the playoffs this year?
I think they'll end up being a wild card.
See,
Josh.
I think I'm with
I
Josh
believe in
as
them,
well.
dude. I believe in them.
I think that it's
I'm a big
easier
Andy
to
Reid
turn
fan.
around than people think for the
Yeah.
Chiefs, but they are struggling. Like
They're struggling.
27-3.
I think it's a lot
loss.
harder to turn around than people think.
I don't think so.
I'm not convinced they're gonna. How many wild card spots per division are there? 2?
Each division,
Like AFC, NFC.
there's
I think it's
2
Yeah.
each, right?
Yeah.
And then those 2 play, and then each one of them will go on to the next. Okay. I don't think they're making a wild card right now. Their division right now has the Raiders and the Chargers, who are
Yeah, I don't
both
think so
playing
either.
better than them.
I don't
Okay?
think they make the
And then
playoffs
the
this year.
second wild card spot, my opinion right now, is probably going to go to the Ravens or the Bengals.
Well, no, one of
Or-
them will be in.
yeah, they're in
Ravens
the
or
same-
the Bengals.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
Sadly, because or the Browns, honestly, like legitimately, or the Browns. Like those three are up for
I
grabs.
think the Chiefs have a very low chance.
And
I think they have a
And-
low chance.
their schedule coming up is not easy.
Packers,
have to play-
Raiders,
They play the Giants, Packers, Raiders, Cowboys,
and the Raiders.
Broncos. That should be a win. And then Chargers and the Raiders, the Steelers, and then the Bengals.
They're not.
So
they're
they
not making
could
the
they could
playoffs, I don't
lose
think.
like 6 more games.
I think they could make the playoffs.
They
Well,
could,
they-
of course.
But
I
are
don't
they
see
going
it
to?
happening because of the schedule they have. Everyone's getting better right now. They're not.
They're getting worse. Did you watch the game at all,
I watched highlights of it, and
dude? It did not look good.
Patrick
It was
Mahomes this year is.
sad.
Listen, I spoke it into existence. I'm not a Mahomes fan at all, and I was right about him because everyone before the season's talking about. Dude, listen. Listen,
you were not
Madden.
right.
It's the
It's
Madden
one
curse. It's the Madden curse happening as we speak. The Madden curse is
What were
happening.
you right about him? What?
That he's not on the same level, even close
He's
to
had
as
one
Tom
bad
Brady.
year.
Tom Brady-
Okay, nobody is even on.
No, but
same
that's the
level.
argument. We had a whole argument about that. Everybody's saying that he's the next Tom Brady and blah blah blah, and that he's doing if he keeps doing what he's doing now, he'll be the
That
GOAT,
he
and
has
it's
the
just not
potential
true.
to be.
No, he
Every
doesn't.
quarterback has the potential to
Okay,
be.
No.
going into this season, having been to 2
GOAT.
Super Bowls, if he had gone on the trajectory that he was going on, you're telling me he could not have won or still can't win 7 Super Bowls?
No.
I don't think he has the skills to
I-
win that many.
What we're seeing right now, literally, like I said, is the Madden curse.
It's one-
One, but we've never had
Yes, it's
2
one
people
bad
on
year,
the
but-
cover before, have we? I think
Who's
this
he
is
on the cover with?
with Tom Brady. Him and Tom Brady are sitting looking like they're the 2 goats
But
ever.
curses don't affect Tom.
Yeah, he's
That's
just
'cause
playing
he took
his
he
best.
made a deal
He's
with the
playing
devil.
his best season of his career right now.
Tom is. Yeah.
And Patrick Mahomes, he's just not playing good. Like he's not playing good.
The Chiefs aren't playing.
Tyreek
The
Hill
defense-
is not doing enough.
Defense sucks.
Travis Kelce is not doing enough. Like,
But again, okay, so we go back to the
They're
Bucs
dead.
last year,
They're dead.
right? Where this is kind of a differentiator between Tom Brady and Patrick Mahomes. The Chiefs in general aren't doing very good.
no,
The Bucs before last year weren't doing very good. You bring in Tom Brady and he's able to elevate the whole team, whereas Patrick Mahomes isn't doing that. He's not elevating the team, right? He's almost dropping down to the same level that the whole team is playing instead of getting them up to his level, like or back up a little bit. You know what I mean? To finish out some games to beat the the Titans.
the Titans. Yeah,
Just
I
wrecked,
just
yeah.
I just
Like,
didn't.
just like-
I just noticed though. For whatever reason, the Chiefs only ran 13 running plays.
Because they don't have a running back.
Williams was doing all right.
I mean,
In his
yeah, but
first
he's
game?
not. I mean, it's
They ran 13,
But the
and
Titans-
Patrick
the
Mahomes
Titans'
had the
run
most
defense
running touches.
isn't
He had
bad.
6.
So they were playing the pass game against a good running defense.
And
Which
That
obviously
didn't
didn't work, obviously, but that was their game plan going into the game. It seemed like
He's my
Jeez.
fantasy quarterback, and it really sucked. Just so you know, it really sucked.
Yeah.
oh yeah,
Hey, he
I
got you 20
personally
points at the end.
Tom has averaged like 60 for me, so it's a little different. So.
I personally think that they're like for this season. I'm kind of counting them out.
This season.
Like they haven't
yeah,
proved
but
me anything.
for the future. No, I don't think they're dead.
I mean, yeah.
If they
I
were
mean,
to continue to keep the same team that they have right now, which they've done, I don't see them improving enough.
Here's
right
my
now.
thing:
They're
if they
they're
shore
going
up their
downhill.
defense more, I think they're a better football team. I think that
Their
makes it so
defense
the
wouldn't have
offense
won
doesn't
them
have
that
to-
game.
The defense couldn't stop anything.
I know, but the defense wouldn't have won them that game.
I
either
get
way.
it, but it makes it easier for the offense to go
what
out there
couldn't
and
they
not have
stop? Tell me what they couldn't stop.
the Titans scoring.
That's not true. Derrick Henry ran for 86 yards.
Miguel,
They
the
only ran for
Titans-
103 yards.
The Titans in general.
They stopped the run. They only ran for 100 yards in the
part
game.
that I saw, they were just like driving.
But the Titans still scored 20.
I
teams
know,
against them
Antonio. My
this year have
point is
scored
what are they not
38.
stopping? Because at least in this
Well,
last
I mean,
game,
if they're not stopping, or if they're stopping the run, then they're obviously not stopping the pass.
they,
Teams have
they
scored-
passed for 275 yards.
Well,
The
turnovers,
statistics,
but you
yeah,
have to
but
think
I'm
about
saying the
turnovers.
statistics don't add up to how they just
Mahomes
got
had what,
smacked.
4?
Yeah.
4 turnovers,
1 interception,
2 fumbles.
1 fumble, 2 fumbles lost.
The Chiefs'
So 3
defense
turnovers.
has given up 29 points, 36, 30, 30, 38,
But I don't think it's the
13,
defense.
and 27.
I don't think it's
is.
a problem with the defense. I think it's a turnover problem.
It's both. The defense is obviously not stopping anything.
Antonio, but I just told you that that's not the case. The Titans had 378 yards of total offense.
And
In
how
the
much of that
game.
was passing? That's my. If they're-
200 and that's it. You're not listening to my point. My point
They still
is
put up 27
Antonio,
points.
a team passing for 275 yards is not good.
it gave them 27 points.
No, it didn't. The turnovers did. The defense did. That's my point. If they're turning the ball over on the 10-yard line, the offense doesn't have to do anything. So my point is 378 yards of offense.
One game.
I'm-
I'm talking about
I
the
get
defense
that.
all year, and you're talking about one game.
All I'm saying is that the turnovers seems to be more the problem, especially when your defense only gives up 378 yards of total offense. When in college football games, we're getting almost 1,000 yards of total offense between the two teams, which is 600 and 400 or 500 and 500, and you're giving up 378 yards of total offense.
Okay.
And you lost 27 to
Again.
3?
I am referring to the defense has been bad all year.
My point is if you look at this game, you think the defense is bad.
No. I'm saying the defense has been bad all year. There's no denying that.
Antonio, you're not listening to what I'm saying.
Oh my gosh.
You're not looking at the
I
games.
fully understand that the defense did not lose this game.
No,
that
but
the
I'm saying
turnovers did.
what I'm saying is you're talking about all the past games, Antonio.
Yes.
Did you look at the stats and see how much total offense each offense had? That's my point.
I have a question.
Is you're only looking at the score and saying the defense didn't do good.
I have a fun
If
question.
you looked at this game,
Because
the
I've
defense
watched the
didn't-
games.
I have a fun question.
It's not about stats always. It's about watching the games and watching the defense as well.
It is
Oh
100%
my
about
hell.
the stats.
Not always.
Can anybody but Josh, since he can see my computer, guess when the last time the Chiefs didn't score a touchdown was?
I heard the statistic. I don't know. It's been like
So let me ask you a question
What?
about
2015, I think.
2017.
Yeah.
Do you know when the last time they, what was it? Oh, scored only 3 points was 2012.
Jeez.
So going back. So Zach Wilson's stats show that he's turning the ball over all these times. So
Yeah.
is he losing the games for them then, since the stats show that he's turning the ball over?
No.
So it's not all. It's watching the game and seeing that the offensive line can't block for him, so he's rushing, doing all these things.
It's a whole different thing when your
No.
defense only gave up 378
Real quick,
yards of
I'm-
offense.
God.
I'm a little bit lost. What is your argument? I just like
That the
Bare
defense
bones.
has been struggling all season,
okay.
and it's not all about stats. Watching the defense, they have not done well. You can say against
What
the
is your
Jets,
argument?
Miguel.
Hold on. What is
The
your
Jets-
argument, Miguel? What is
Hang
your
on.
what?
Hang on 1 second.
I just want to know your bare bones argument before you.
My bare bones argument is that I think that the turnovers are causing more of an issue than the defense necessarily is.
Okay. Did Patrick Mahomes turn it over 3 times or did he not?
Yes,
Did the 3 of them result in touchdowns?
Do you not? Oh my gosh! I'm not talking about this game. I agree with Miguel that this game, the turnovers made
It's
them
not
lose
only
the game.
this game. I'm looking at like the defense hasn't been playing horrific football. I'm looking at all of these. I'm going through each one of their games. Like their run defense, their worst game I think was against the Browns, but they like against the Chargers, which they lost. They only they had 275 yards passing and 77 yards running. That's not a
Okay.
bad game. But Patrick Mahomes, guess what he did that game?
So
he had
Patrick
2
Mahomes is
interceptions.
losing all the games for them.
No.
That's what
turnovers is losing the games. Not Patrick Mahomes.
You're saying Patrick Mahomes is turning the ball over. Who else has turned the ball over other than the running back against the Ravens?
No, everybody that fumbles the ball, a receiver that the ball hits him in the head, Tyreek Hill had a turnover. It counted for Patrick Mahomes, but Tyreek Hill let the ball go straight through his hands and it was an interception. I'm saying turnovers across the Kansas City Chiefs organization, I think is what's killing them right now. I think if they stop turning the ball over, they start winning more games. That is all I'm saying. I don't think if you change nothing else about any of these games except for the fact that you take away 2 of the turnovers, they're winning games. It's not all it's not even close to just the defense that's losing these games. Like, I'm looking at all of these statistics, they're not giving up ridiculous amounts of yards. They're giving up what you would expect a team to get. Except for against Philadelphia. They almost gave up 400 yards passing.
So they have Antonio. Do you know how many turnovers they had last season?
Who?
The Chiefs.
Not a lot.
Do you know how many?
No.
5.
Josh,
All season?
all season,
Something like 12?
16.
Okay.
Anybody know how many they've had this season
17.
so far? 17. So,
That's a good guess.
so I mean, I think he's right.
Okay.
I mean,
I'm not-
Turnovers can kill you. If you have over three or more turnovers, your likelihood to win the game is like nothing. People still do it. Teams still do it sometimes. But your percentage of victory is like non-existent.
but the defense is also not helping.
That's my
No.
thing. I'm not claiming that Patrick Mahomes has the turnovers have nothing to do with the losses. I'm just saying that the defense is also not able to stop offenses from scoring
But
the
it
ball.
feels like you're
I
Because
just
minimizing.
disagree.
even,
I just
but
disagree.
even when you turn the ball over, the defense then it's their job to go on the
Yeah,
field.
but you're not
and-
helping your defense when you turn the ball over on the 10-yard line.
But the defense isn't helping the offense by not stopping. It's both ways. I'm
Yeah.
not saying that the
No.
offense is. Oh my goodness.
But it's the
gracious.
offense's fault. That
Yeah.
that
Right
the
now,
defense is out there
the
in the first
offense
place.
right now, the offense offensively, the Chiefs are losing games because their offense isn't playing well. Period. 100%.
So, Ravens, Bengals, and Jamar Chase, Rookie of the Year. is gonna
100%.
be- I mean,
You can't like
And
he has this.
the Bengals are
he-
looking good. I don't know that they're gonna. I think they'll make it to the playoffs or at least wild card. I don't think they'll make it very far. But looking the years coming up, I think the Bengals are looking really good.
Dude, Jamar Chase has Rookie of the Year in the bag as much as Jordan Clarkson had it, Sixth Man of the Year last year. Like after 3 games, it was Jordan Clarkson,
So
and right now it's like
Jamar Chase is doing it.
Jamar Chase
After
is
3 games, it was Jordan Clarkson.
yes. And right now, 3 games into the season, the leader for Sixth Man of the Year right now, Jordan Clarkson again, 100%.
That's the stupidest thing I've ever heard you say. That last year after
We'll get
3
into it
games-
later.
No,
We'll
no,
get
no.
into it
My
later.
thing is that after 3 games,
It was
if
an
he gets out the rest of the
exaggeration,
season-
Antonio. It was an exaggeration. But he was a clear favorite very early on in the season for Sixth Man of the Year. But that's not even. Jamar Chase is the obviously
I
clear
agree.
favorite
Oh, yeah.
for Rookie of the Year.
There's no
Want to
other
hear
rookies
something?
that
You guys
are
want to hear
doing it.
something
Oh, yeah.
interesting?
Sure.
So I was looking at this because, first of all, I think Cooper Kupp should be a little bit more in the talks for MVP because Cooper Kupp is just a beast. He's obviously number 1 as far as all the stats for wide receiver goes, but Jamar Chase is currently number 2. And something I found interesting, so Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Devontae Adams, they're the top 3. Cooper Kupp has had 56 receptions, and Devontae Adams 52.
Ooh,
Yards
that's
is
a big stat for him. Devontae Adams, he's
Yeah.
doing better than that guy.
Then what?
Cooper Kupp
Oh,
is
yeah.
doing better than Devontae Adams
Yeah.
is right now.
Yeah.
Devontae Adams is the best.
809
receiver in the
yards
league.
total
Yeah.
for Cooper Kupp.
Cooper Kupp is the best receiver in the country right now.
What do
In
you,
the,
In
no,
the
I'm saying just
NFL.
like over the past couple years, Devontae Adams
Oh,
has
yeah.
had it hands down.
Oh, yeah,
like
yeah,
that's
yeah.
and everyone coming into the season was like Devontae Adams is
Yeah.
the guy, and right now Cooper Kupp is
and that's
the
what I
guy.
think. So, Devontae Adams has had 744 yards total. Jamar Chase has 754 yards total,
He's the real
with-
deal.
35 receptions, compared to 56 and 52.
Yeah,
That's
his are
nuts.
huge. He's
So
creating
he's-
so much separation way
And now-
deep down the field.
Now, never mind. But that again, he has 10 more yards total than Devontae Adams, and just about 50 yards less than Cooper Kupp, with 22 receptions less than Cooper Kupp. That is insane to me.
I think that the pairing of him and Joe Burrow right now
Yeah.
is what's doing it because
And
Joe
I mean,
Burrow
you
is
look
playing
at-
He's really
right
he's
now.
one of the
Joe-
only options.
Well,
I mean,
you
no,
look
but
at-
I'm saying Joe Burrow is playing right now. It's a comeback season for him, right? Because of
Yeah.
the injury and stuff. So he's just trying. He's playing out of his mind, and he just has this guy who can create separation like Jamar Chase is right now.
Yeah.
It's insane.
I don't know. I look at two things. I look at when they drafted him. Everybody gave the Bengals crap because they needed an offensive lineman. And the reason that I've heard that they drafted him was because they both played at LSU together, and then preseason, in training camp, everybody's like, "Oh, Jamar Chase is dropping these passes. He's doing all this stuff."
I know.
He's
It's huge.
people like to speculate super quickly about, especially rookies, and I think it's
So, Cooper Kupp and Devontae Adams are both averaging 14.4 and then 14.3 yards per
It's
reception.
got to be like 20 or
Jamar
something.
Chase is 21.5.
That's insane.
Yeah.
That's insane.
But
To have
Cooper
a deep
Kupp-
threat like
Is
Cooper
that,
Kupp
is
also-
that after the catch?
No, I'm trying to find that
Just
because
receiving.
Cooper Kupp destroys everybody on after catch. I saw it earlier, but I can't find it now.
the game itself, the Ravens and
Mhm.
Bengals. I know for 100% fact that you weren't expecting that.
No.
They got smacked, dude. They got smacked. And last week you were talking big game on the Ravens.
They were a good team.
No,
They are.
not a
I
top
mean, they're a
five
good team. They're a good team. I
Last
don't think
year,
they're top
Lamar's
five.
playing
Before
well. I think
they
Lamar's
played the
playing
Bengals,
well.
were they not a top 5 team?
No,
They were 5-1, first in the AFC.
they weren't.
Yes,
They weren't a top 5 team, is what I'm saying.
For the yards after
Probably
catch.
number 5.
So Cooper Kupp,
Maybe number 5.
That's what
The
I.
Bills
yeah.
were number 5.
Cooper Kupp is 321.
Yeah, okay, so listen, I'm gonna tell you though. We'll talk about it when we do our
Yeah. Okay.
power rankings.
Cooper Kupp has 321 yards after catch. Jamar Chase has 267, and Devontae Adams has 242.
Yeah.
And then Deebo Samuel has 319. So he's the second closest to Cooper Kupp in that regard.
Deebo Samuel's.
The Ravens they are looking up. Their next couple of games at least, they should come away with some victories. So
I don't know. I keep looking at the Ravens, and I'm like, because what was
let me guess.
No,
Guess.
no,
Let
hang
me
on.
guess.
hang? What?
They have so many injuries, so
Hang
they're
on.
doing so.
Well, no, I was listening to somebody. Oh, who was it? They were talking about a team that had all these injuries and they sucked and they weren't doing well. And I'm like, you look at a team who has all these injuries but can still win a game or win games. It's impressive. I'm not saying that they're still a top 5 team. I just think it's impressive what they've been doing this season with 18 people on the IR.
I'm wondering though how much of a difference the people who are on the IR, because like how many? Obviously, there's a lot of bench players on the IR, because
Yeah. I mean, they
18
had
people, right?
this last week. They had one of their starting wide receivers, one of their starting running back. So I mean, you would think that those
who's their starting running back?
right now.
No, who? Oh, J.K. Dobbins would have been their starting running back, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just wondering how much of a difference it would have made. Like, we'll never know, but maybe their team is just as good now as they would have been before. Add a couple of more yards rushing or whatever. Or maybe I think that they probably have the same amount of wins as they do now. Like, I think that those players don't make enough of a difference for a 41-17 loss, or whatever they. The Raiders game, they might have one less one. The Raiders game, they could have come away with, but
Oh, I remember. It was the 49ers last year. They were talking about how they had all these injuries, so Kyle Shanahan should have some slack because they lost all these games. And I'm like, it's obviously possible to win with all these injuries. So
the
that's all I was saying.
Bengals looked dangerous that game.
Yeah.
And they've been looking dangerous this season. Like I think they're a playoff team right now. I did not think that they would be at the beginning of the season.
No.
Or even
They've proved me
in the
wrong.
last couple weeks.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. They kind of showed up this week. But
That's been happening with a lot of teams lately, though.
this season is like you've said this specifically. There's so many teams that are
Surprising.
kind of like in that running for playoffs and Super Bowl. Like, there's not. It's not
Last
like
a couple seasons ago, there weren't like so
Yeah.
many good teams. Now there's a lot of
There's
really
12
above average
teams.
teams.
there's currently 12 teams that have 2 losses or less.
Yeah.
So I mean,
It's wide open right now.
Yeah.
Wide open right now.
not for the Chiefs though.
No.
That's another thing. Well, going back to that a little bit, with 12 teams who have 2 losses or less, I think that's what even makes it hard to say that the
Yeah.
Chiefs would make it, right? But
We'll see.
yeah, we'll see. Okay, so the Packers and the Cardinals are playing on Thursday. So I want to talk about that, and then also the Cardinals' remaining schedule overall, because I don't think the Cardinals come out undefeated at the end of the season, and I also don't think, when I'm looking at their record right now, they have had a kind of stupid easy schedule
Easy schedule
so far, and so I
except
think
for the
it's-
Rams.
Yeah, and that's the thing. Like,
The Browns are.
I mean, not
Browns
okay, Cowboys, but they barely beat the
The
Cowboys.
Browns are
are
decent.
decent.
Yeah, okay, not stupid easy. They've had an easy schedule. Compared
We've always
to
said the
some
Browns
others.
were decent. We
Cowboys
just
are
didn't say the
playing
Browns were the
pretty
second
good
best
right
team in
now.
the league.
Yeah,
They haven't
The
played the
Ca-
Cowboys.
yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Oh no, preseason. I'm looking at
Oh, that's
preseason. sorry.
preseason. That's
Yeah.
what I saw too. So I was like,
Yeah, we
yeah,
just didn't say the Browns
I
were
was
the second best
I
team
was
in the league.
thinking about it because the remainder of their schedule, I honestly can say, if they come away with a win against the Packers, I could see them going undefeated.
Yeah,
They're gonna, I mean,
Their schedule is not hard.
yeah.
They
You're
have-
looking at. They have
they have the Rams.
Titans. So they had Titans, Vikings, Jags, Rams, 49ers, Browns, Texans.
They have the Rams and the Cowboys. Those are the 2 hardest teams left that they have if they come away with a win against the Packers.
they'll lose
Yeah.
to the Rams.
I think so too.
I think
I
the
think they're
Rams
gonna
will
lose
make
to
the
the-
adjustment, but they've already beat the Rams once.
I don't.
I think they
Rams beat them.
beat the
Yeah,
Packers
I
tonight.
have to say so too because the Rams
Wait.
are my boys. But
Are the Rams going to be at the Cardinals?
Yes.
yeah, they lost at home to the
We'll see.
Cardinals.
We'll see. That'll be. a
I'm
fun
just
one.
saying, there's not.
I think the 3 So Packers, they have a big chance of losing that. Rams,
No,
Cowboys.
Who?
That's
who
why
has
I
a big
brought it
chance
up.
of losing it?
Who
Cardinals.
has the best?
No, they
Cardinals.
don't.
No, they don't.
They don't have
Devontae
Devontae Adams
Adams isn't
or
in the
Adam
game.
Lazard. They lost Lazard today to
Yeah.
COVID as well.
So
The-
then why
the
are you
Pack-
saying that if they? I forgot about that. But why?
I'm just saying, if they get by,
yeah.
because we don't know, they could still lose. If they get by, I think that they have
Where's it at?
at Cardinals.
Yeah.
No.
Here's the thing. Here's the thing with undefeated teams. I'm not a Cardinals fan. I just don't like undefeated teams
What's the hat for then?
because there have been
I'm not an Arizona Cardinals fan.
Arizona Cardinals. There have been. I mean, you look at the Steelers last year,
Yeah.
who went undefeated through 12 games and then died. You look at the Patriots when they went undefeated. You look at the Panthers when they went 15-1, lost the last game, and then got smacked in the Super Bowl. Just doesn't work out very well.
I think right now the Cardinals, in my opinion, are most likely to choke in the playoffs. But that's just my opinion. And yeah, like I said,
The only problem, the only reason that I even bring it up is just because they're in the same division as the Cardinal or the Rams.
Yeah.
And so, right now with the way that their schedule is looking, the Rams could get shafted into a wild card. If the Cardinals don't lose, well, they need to lose twice, and the Rams can't lose anymore.
Yeah.
They need to lose one more than the Rams, or lose to the Rams. And then what?
What do you mean then what?
If it's the okay, so say the Rams don't lose anymore,
Okay.
and the Cardinals lose to the Rams. Now there's no tiebreaker because they each have lost once to each other.
Then they'll figure out another tiebreaker. I mean, they have to.
They did that with and maybe they just play a game.
No, I don't think
They did
make
that in
it
the
play a game.
MLB.
Yeah, but that's
Yeah,
the
they
MLB
won't
is
do
different
that.
from
They
football
won't do that in the NFL.
because you go through so much
Points,
beating.
maybe I don't know.
the points for or against.
Yeah, could be points.
They'll come up with some kind of tiebreaker, but yeah,
Could be point differentials in losses.
Something I don't know.
Okay,
I don't know.
let's go on
Cardinals
to
are gonna win it. The Bucks are gonna play the Rams again.
what?
Are you a Bucks fan?
I've always liked Tom.
I knew that.
I haven't always liked Tom,
I'm
but I made a promise last year, and I
I made a promise
when it
to
was like
myself.
no, it was to you and Dad. We were at Mom and Dad's house, and the Buccaneers at the beginning of the season weren't looking great.
It's true.
And I said, if Tom Brady can take this team to the Super Bowl, I will never talk trash on the man again.
I remember that.
And he
I
did.
do remember that.
And I will never talk trash on him again. But 2, I'm finally
Rooting
willing
for
to
him.
accept that
That
he is the GOAT.
Yeah.
And I mean, I would have said he is the GOAT regardless, but
I mean, I'm I more despise the Patriots than I did Tom Brady. So now that he's not on the Patriots,
That's fair.
no.
I still hate the Patriots, but I like Tom Brady.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, okay, Power rankings in our top.
Okay, we're
five.
starting with this. Okay, we just need, just so that you are understanding what I was about to say earlier.
Okay.
What were your top 5 last week?
I already freaking changed them up. I think it was Cardinals, Rams, Cowboys,
Just don't say it.
Bills, and Ravens.
Something like that. Yeah.
I think those were my top 5.
That was his top 5. What were
I
yours?
don't remember.
The same.
Okay.
It was the same.
Yours were the
just I think
same.
it was a different order.
Yeah, I think I had. Yeah. So, okay.
It was something like that.
Which I don't
My
think it
top
was very
5.
bad.
My top 5 last week: Arizona, the Rams, the Bucks, the Cowboys, the Bills. Okay, those were mine. We were talking for 45 minutes about how the Bucks were not a top 5 team right now.
Oh my god.
That's what you guys were
Because
talking
they
about.
don't think
They don't think so.
Hang on.
Why?
Well,
Just like
hold
the
on. That
one
was
sentence-
last
That
was last
week.
week.
Let's
So
get
it-
to
right,
this
I had
That was
week.
last week. That's all I'm
Josh,
saying.
hang on.
That's all I'm saying. Because
But you're saying
I
this
had 'em in,
now
and they were
this
like,
week, and you're like, oh, you were wrong. No, last
you were
week
wrong.
we
No,
were
you
not
were wrong. You were wrong.
Josh,
You've been wrong.
Josh,
The Bucks
Power
have been in my,
rankings
no,
changed.
no, sir.
Josh, here's
The
why.
Bucks have been in my
Hey.
top 5 since
Tell
week
me.
1. Since week 1.
Here's why.
Power rankings
They-
change.
Yeah.
They were playing good football, but they had a close call against the Eagles. Like they just weren't playing dominant football.
Yeah,
right?
like
And so
Doesn't need to
It
be
just-
dominant football.
Okay,
You said
here's-
that because
hang
the
on,
Rams
hang on,
haven't
time
been
out.
playing dominant
which
football.
is why
Here's the
this week we're gonna have a different conversation.
here's the thing: you realize that my top 5 and his top 5 and his top 5 and your top 5 can be different
Yeah, I
because
can.
it's based on what we think is
But it
happening
is
around the
completely
NFL.
illogical
No,
for the
it's
Bucks to have
there's
not
no
been
right
in there.
or wrong answer.
There is a right
No,
or wrong.
there's
What's your
not.
top 5 this week?
Yes, there is. Let's go over ESPN's first.
No, let's do that after ours.
Why?
Cause your top 5.
No, I'm not going
Yes,
first.
you
yeah,
are.
right.
Yes, you're
Yeah,
you're
you guys
talking
can
this
kick
big
my-
game
you
about
guys
how
can
your
all
power
kiss
rankings
my
are the
ass.
best. So go.
No, yeah, Diego, you go.
No.
You start. Okay. Cardinals,
Okay.
Bucks, Rams, Cowboys,
Okay.
Packers, Bills number 6.
Rams, Cowboys, Packers.
Yep. And I did look into this.
I looked deep. I'm gonna show you my process. It was a whole thing.
Go.
No, you're next.
I had to
Yeah.
go first
As
last
the
time, so I'm
moderator,
going
you're
last.
next.
I'm going
No,
last.
you're next. Go. No.
I
You
had
need
to go
ESPN
first
up?
last week, so we're switching it up. We
No.
switch it up every
ESPN
week.
Go.
So I have the Cardinals.
What do you want up?
Teams and their records. Okay, go.
I
There you
have
go.
it all right here. I'll show you in a second.
Oh, okay.
I have the Cardinals.
Okay.
I have the Rams. I have the Cowboys. I have the Bucks. I have. This is where I struggle. Probably the Packers right now, 5, and then Bills 6. That's where I struggle.
Okay. So I went through this whole thing here. See, have all the 11 teams who have less than 2 or less losses. I put up all their wins, all their losses, how much they lost by, and then the darker ones is the tougher teams. And I had a whole point system over here trying to figure out as rational and logically as possible because I could not my top 3. I felt like they were solid. I could
Okay.
not figure out my
Okay,
last
so let's
2.
hear them.
And then this one,
Let's hear what you came up with.
This
with
one,
your science.
yeah.
And mathematical.
Cardinals,
Okay.
Rams,
Okay.
Bucks, Chargers, Cowboys.
The
Chargers didn't play last week.
Chargers.
Yeah, but you didn't have them in last week.
Yeah, I know, but again,
But you
this
also
is-
had the Cowboys in last week,
so if you're
Diego.
looking at the Chargers, they
They're
have
number
had
5.
one of the toughest.
They didn't
schedules.
I
play last
know,
week.
but
They
they
didn't
didn't
play
play
last
this week
week.
either.
The Chargers have had one of the toughest schedules, and have one of the
That's-
best records.
That's hard.
Right? They smacked Washington. They lost to the Cowboys by 3.
The Washington football team.
See, but that's what.
Hold on, hold on,
but your
hold
logic,
on.
dude. Your logic that we
Yes,
get
but
with
they're
Antonio.
still tougher team. Okay, listen for a
No,
second.
I'm saying the logic that we gave Antonio. If the Cowboys and Chargers play today, you're picking the Chargers.
Yes.
They already lost to the Cowboys,
So did the Bucks.
and I would pick the Bucks. No,
No,
that the Bucks
yeah.
did not.
Okay.
You get what I'm saying? They should have lost to the Bucks or to the Cowboys. So
I think
Just
you
listen
have
for a
the
second.
worst power rankings
just
this
listen
week.
for a second.
We still need to hear
Washington.
his, but
I mean,
Cowboys, they lost to the Cowboys by 3. Chiefs, 30-24. They beat the Raiders, who are not an easy team. Browns, not an easy team, and they smacked the Ravens.
you
No,
made the
they
process
lost
way
to the
too
Ravens, sorry.
complicated.
No, I didn't. It's my process.
Who
my
lost to
process.
the
My
Ravens?
process. The Chargers.
yes,
I said that wrong.
but that's my problem. They've lost twice, brother.
So
But it's been
So
a
have who?
tough
So have who?
schedule.
So have who?
wanna
You
say
said
that?
so have.
Chill.
So have who?
Chill.
No one in the
I'm
top
looking.
5. No one in your top 5 has lost twice.
Chill. Back off.
Let's look at this.
Are you looking at his graph?
Well, I'm just looking.
Just-
I just want to see records.
Orange is lost. Green is won.
The Packers lost 38-3, by the way.
They did.
Yeah.
They did.
It was an embarrassment.
It was an embarrassment, but since then
That-
they I mean, it's been
That's one of the reasons why I was why they were kept out of my top 5.
yeah, but
Again, I had a whole science behind it. There was
the
a whole-
Bills
there's all
lost
these
to
numbers and-
some chump team.
Yeah, but as far as I had
The
like a
Titans?
number that
Yes.
represented. I have a number.
In that moment, they weren't good. They just figured something out that game.
I have a number there that represents toughness.
I'm saying they figured out something that game for the season. Like they're
So which means they're not a chump team.
up to that point.
But that
I have a number that I came out with in this scientific process that took into account the toughness of their schedule plus their record plus everything. And 2 teams came out with negative numbers. It was Packers and the Bills.
Interesting.
Wait, what makes them negative?
It was my it was a whole
How about we
thing.
talk about this later?
yeah.
I'll explain
What's
the
your
process
power?
after.
Okay, ready?
We're ready.
I'm ready.
Cardinals,
Okay.
Bucks,
Okay.
obviously.
Um,
In my belief, my belief, Bills 3,
Wow. Okay.
Rams. Number 5 is hard though. Rams 4.
I'm actually not.
The problem that I
I'm
have,
with
the
you on
reason I
that.
put the
get
Bucks
you.
above the Rams this week was because they just haven't been playing like convincing to me. Like it's been frustrating for me.
I know the Rams.
They may have listen. They may have dropped down one spot just because they've been pissing me off. Like just out of like spite
Who's your number
and like
5?
pity. Like just like piss me off.
number
You're going
5.
down one.
From what I've watched, I'd say the Cowboys.
It's not
so
terrible.
are you?
though.
Is he the only one that has the Bills?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Something about
The Bills dropped out of mine
Something about the Bills here. Okay.
just because they didn't play this week, and then and the Packers did.
The Bills
What
have
they
had
did.
out of all these 11 teams that I have on here, they've had the easiest schedule by far.
Yeah.
They played the Steelers and lost.
Yeah.
The Dolphins.
Yeah.
Smacked the Dolphins. They smacked the Washington football team. They smacked the Texans. They smacked the Chiefs. So all teams they should have smacked based on what we've seen this
That's true.
year. And then they lost to the Titans.
By 3.
By 3, but they still lost. And they lost to the Steelers and the Titans. So, I mean, their schedule has been like...
But look at how efficient the defense is playing.
They are.
Yeah,
Very
no, I know,
complete.
but
Like,
it's-
they
they
are
are-
very.
It's very
Yes.
hard for me to say they're a top 5 team when they have a
I'm a
schedule
Bills
like that.
fan. Like I like the Bills.
I like the Bills. I like Josh Allen.
I like
But it's
Josh
hard for me
Allen.
to say they're
I'm
a
rooting for
top
Zach
5
Moss,
team with
obviously.
Yeah.
that. Okay, let's look at the ESPN power rankings.
What? I was just thinking, just to bring it up really quickly, Utah's retiring number 22 this weekend.
Oh, good.
I
From
Yeah.
they're gonna do a little ceremony during
Between first and second.
first
quarter.
and second quarter, and they're gonna retire the number,
Okay, so
which is really cool.
Cardinals.
Question on that.
Yeah.
Side note. Did Zach Moss graduate with a degree from Utah?
Yeah,
Did he?
I believe so.
Bachelor's?
He
did
he
all-
was there all 4
yeah,
seasons
he did
You
years.
should look it up. I'm curious how colleges do that.
He's
I
got it.
just want to know if BYU is they piss me off, man.
What?
So I just want to see
What's
if
the
I wanna-
question? Like why?
BYU Tom Homo refuses to retire my dad's jersey. because he doesn't have a degree from BYU.
Interesting.
They say that's the reason. So whenever someone retires a jersey, I'm always like, I wonder if
Zach
the
Moss's
university
number
uses
isn't
it.
22. They're
I
retiring.
was just, no, I
they're-
was just
oh,
saying like in general.
they're
Oh, wait,
retiring
but who is
22
it?
for
Two.
Ty Jordan and
Ty-
Aaron Lowe.
The
Or
kids that died.
Oh, because they died.
two-
Well,
the two kids
I
that
know
died.
I know.
But that's like it doesn't have any like Zach Moss wore number
Number
2.
two,
I'm pretty
yeah.
sure.
Oh, okay. That's probably why I thought it was
think,
22.
I think he graduated. It said he was on track to graduate from Utah.
That's weird though.
December
Tell me
2019
about
with
it.
a
It pisses me
communication major.
off. Oh, okay.
Your dad, the best defensive
the
lineman
best
in the
defensive
history
player.
of BYU.
The best defensive player, the number 2 player. They came out with the rankings, top 100 to ever play BYU. Steve One was number 1. My dad was number 2
Really?
Wow.
to ever play
I
BYU.
think I saw that list.
Bingo.
I think I was
And they
reading
won't
that
retire
list.
that jersey.
They won't retire it.
What a joke. Maybe he should just go back for a year and get a degree. And
I'm
Diego.
thinking about finishing his degree actually.
that'd be
You're
cool.
finishing his
I
degree?
might. At
How
some
does that
point.
work?
Yeah.
I don't.
I can just go and I don't know. I'll figure it out.
Do it under his name?
No, I could figure it
Is
out.
it legal?
I'm sure you can find out a way.
Okay.
There you go. That should make you not a fan of Utah. Or of BYU, I mean.
Yeah, those mother.
BYU gave me
fudgers.
life.
No.
What?
There's a lot of things. I could go and I know details
Oh,
of a lot of
I
things
bet
at
you do.
BYU that makes me not a fan of them.
Interesting.
I should be the biggest fan.
Yeah.
so are you a Utah fan?
I was my whole
Or
life.
did you just
I
not?
just watch football. I like Kyle Whittingham a lot. He was,
Okay.
He's a good coach.
ESPN Power Rankings.
Yeah, I like
Okay.
him.
Number 1, Arizona Cardinals.
Cardinals.
Number 2,
Just read them. Go.
Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Okay.
Number 3, Los Angeles Rams.
Okay.
Number 4, Green Bay Packers.
Mhm.
Number 5, Buffalo Bills.
Buffalo Bills.
They took the Cowboys out?
Number 6, Cowboys.
Really?
7, Bengals. 8, Ravens.
Where's the Washington football team?
Titans 9, Chargers
think they're
10.
You got to be a fan of them.
Raiders 11,
I know.
Browns 12, Saints
too, though.
13, Chiefs
Do you pick the
14.
Bengals?
Chiefs 14. They finally are out of the top 10. Steelers 15, Colts 16, Vikings 17, Still haven't seen the
I know,
Washington
I'm
football
I
waiting.
think they're 20.
Baby.
17 Vikings, 18 Patriots, 19 Falcons, 49ers 20,
Yeah.
21 Broncos, 22 Bears, 23 Seahawks, 24 Panthers, 25 Eagles, and 26 Washington football team.
Dude, that sucks.
They're not good.
They're not.
It's because they changed their name.
Yeah.
20,
Oh.
since we're already down the slow, I don't think we've ever made it down the slow.
Oh, sorry. Going off name changes. The Cleveland Indians are getting sued because there's already a Cleveland Guardians.
I don't think they're getting sued because they didn't officially change it.
Sorry, they're taking them to court so they can change the name.
No, they already
Ugh.
weren't planning on changing it anymore. Cleveland didn't know there was a Cleveland Guardians before. This
Sorry,
already
it's a,
came out.
27
it's a
year
skate
Giants.
derby. It's a roller skate derby team.
28 Miami Dolphins, 29 Jaguars, 30 Jets, 31 Texans, 32 the Lions.
Are they,
How about it
has
that the
has-
Jets aren't the worst team in the
Has
NFL?
Deshaun Watson got
No.
traded yet, or are they
Nope.
still rumors?
No, still
There
rumors.
hasn't
They
been
were
a lot said about
they
him.
were talking about the Panthers,
And the
Who did I
Dolphins.
read? Dolphins. That's
The
who I
Dolphins was
reading
the
about,
big
the
one.
Dolphins.
but the Panthers said they're not pursuing him anymore.
There's just a lot of baggage with him right now.
was
I
gonna
can't-
say,
Yeah,
Yeah,
but
okay.
here's the thing though.
NFL.com's power rankings piss me off every week.
Okay, let's read them. Go like quickly, like a quick top 10.
Cardinals, Buccaneers, Bills, Cowboys, Rams,
Okay. Stupid.
Very close to
Packers.
yours.
Interesting. Yeah, that's pretty
Packers.
close to mine.
Packers, Bengals, Ravens, Chargers, Titans.
Okay.
That's top 10.
We're
Okay.
the Redskins.
That- why
Where are
did
the
that
Chiefs?
piss you- Why did that
Washington
piss you
football.
off?
Where are the Chiefs?
I'm sorry, that's
Bills
a
are
straight out of
three,
habit
like-
right there.
Where are the Chiefs?
Chiefs are 17. No,
That's good.
14.
Oh,
So
There's
they're
same
14
on
on
both.
both.
Those power
And-
rankings weren't terrible.
they're terrible.
Not really.
The Bills number 3?
That's
Washington
his power
football
Bills number
rankings.
three?
No, I had 4. I had them at number
No.
4.
No, you didn't.
You had Bills at 3. You had Rams at 4 and
27
Cowboys at
for
5.
Oh,
Washington
you're right.
football
No,
team.
Bills are 3. Yeah, I agree. 27. Oh, that sucks.
I also like to look at the Sports Illustrated because they're
Because
kind of
they are
No,
some
I-
wacky people
What?
over at Sports
You had-
Illustrated.
I haven't even heard about anything about them forever.
Brother,
Only when
their
it's
power
the
rankings
swimsuit.
are booty. Bad.
Okay, so we got Cardinals 1, Bucks 2, Rams 3, Packers 4, Bills 5.
That was like the exact same as. Was it yours? Almost the exact same as yours.
No,
Or
he
yours.
had Chargers.
Mine were
Yours.
That was
mine.
similar to
Mine just have
ours.
the Cowboys. They have Cowboys 6, don't
Ravens.
they? Oh no, I have
6,
Packers.
Cowboys 7, Bengals 8, Chargers 9, Chiefs.
What?
That's it. Right there. They have not had the Chiefs. Ugh.
Oh,
Oh man.
that's so bad.
Oh man. Oh
That's
man.
so bad. I have a question. Are we done with the top 5s?
Sure.
Okay, I have a question, Josh.
Hi.
Give me your top 5 picks right now for MVP.
NFL MVP?
Yes, sir.
Oh my gosh.
Just like not in any order. Not in any order.
Kyler Murray,
Okay.
Tom.
Oh, okay. Let's. Can you do me a favor?
Okay.
Take out this last week.
Why?
That's impossible
No,
to do.
it's okay.
Imagine
okay.
this last week's games haven't happened yet.
Okay. Tom.
Okay.
Kyler Murray. Lamar Jackson.
Thank you.
That's
That's the
Josh-
whole thing. Because
That's
I
what we
had
were waiting for.
Josh Buck.
Top
Josh
5.
Buck.
Yes.
Lamar Jackson.
Dude, there are
Okay, keep
5
going. Let me see who your
quarterbacks
other-
right now. I don't even give a rat's anymore.
Jamar Chase.
No. Okay. Well, that's.
Cooper
If we're
Kupp,
talking,
Jamar
that's I'm
Chase.
fine with that. I'm
Cooper
fine with that. I'm
Kupp.
okay. with
Do your top 5 quarterbacks in the league right now.
Top 5 quarterbacks?
Yeah.
Top
That's
5
what he's asking,
quarterbacks
basically.
in the league right now.
Tom.
Okay.
Tom is number 1.
Okay.
Tom is the best quarterback in the NFL.
I'll agree.
Okay.
I mean,
I
Right
100% agree.
Right now, Tom, Josh Allen.
Yes.
This is no
Thank
order.
you.
This is
No
in
particular order.
Lamar Jackson.
No.
Thank you.
No.
Kyler Murray
I'm
and
No.
Dak
pulling up
Prescott.
stats.
Kyler Murray.
No. You're wrong.
Probably Dak Prescott.
I was gonna say probably Dak.
I don't know why. Like they're so.
I'm trying
hard.
to think. I'm trying to think of everyone. I'm trying to go through all 32 teams real quick.
You got Matt Stafford.
I was just gonna say Matt Stafford and Dak Prescott would be like fighting.
Thank you.
Okay.
Lamar Jackson.
Lamar
as far as
Jackson is
stats
not
go-
close
as
to
far as
one of
stats
the.
go.
Josh, listen to me.
What?
I'm gonna name you 5 quarterbacks. I named 10 last week. I'm gonna name you 5 quarterbacks right now that are better than Lamar Jackson. Tom Brady,
Yes.
Kyler Murray.
Yes.
Okay. Yes, they play similar styles, almost identical.
Yeah.
Kyler Murray's doing better this season.
Yeah. I agree.
Okay.
Okay.
Josh Allen,
Okay.
Matt Stafford,
Okay. Who's
Yeah.
the 5th?
Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers.
Aaron
Okay.
Rodgers playing pretty good. He's always like consistent, but he sucks.
By the
going, keep
stats
going.
that all checks out.
Okay.
I'm gonna throw
Number
him out.
7.
But there's
Quick.
more
Number
than just
7.
stats, Miguel.
No, I agree. No,
I'm
I
just saying,
agree.
It just
But
matches up with the
I
stats.
but
know,
if
I
I'm saying
So
the,
let me
the whole thing was last week, and this week obviously is different because the Ravens lost. Lamar didn't play great, but he was saying
would
that
Lamar
Lamar was
still
his
be in your
favorite,
top
his
5?
favorite for MVP last week. And I said, there's no chance that you can have Lamar above Tom Brady. Tom Brady is more valuable to any team
No, Tom
than
is
any
MVP
other
right
person.
now. I think
Tom Brady is the MVP of the league
After
right
this
now.
week, would Lamar
100%.
still be in your top 5?
after just barely.
He didn't have a bad game.
No, he didn't have a terrible game. I
look at Lamar Jackson and I say he is a valuable player.
Yeah,
not
to,
the
like,
most.
Okay,
It's
again,
not top 5
going back
most
to this.
in the league.
Tom.
Tom Brady.
Real quick,
Communication was poor. Because I thought you were saying that I
No,
didn't say
hold
I
on.
haven't done
Hold on.
my
We're not going back to that.
research.
Hold on. Let me go through these real quick.
Let me finish what I'm saying.
TB12.
No, because we're not going to go back.
100%. 100%. I wish that I wish him the best of luck up until the NFC Championship game.
When he plays.
The Rams.
You're a Rams fan?
Yes.
When?
Since December 2nd, 1996.
Interesting.
They used to be St.
I
Louis.
didn't know that.
They used to be St. Louis. So
Well, I know that.
Okay,
It's just
so
easy.
I have
We're
a
St.
question
Louis
for you.
people.
Yeah, okay.
I
Whatever.
have a question for you.
Redskins. Oh,
based on-
shoot. It's Washington football.
Based on stats, right? We're
Okay.
going to look at stats now. Out of there's 33 QBs listed on this. Where do you think Lamar Jackson lands?
Lamar Jackson probably lands like a 12th.
So
good guess.
we got
That's a
Russell
great
Wilson is number
Listen,
1 right now.
Russell Wilson, number
Okay.
1.
Doesn't
Kyler
surprise
Murray.
me. I've always loved Russell
I
Wilson.
hate Russell Wilson.
Kyler Murray, Matt Stafford, Dak Prescott, Joe Burrow, Aaron Rodgers,
Oh, sorry, Joe Burrow, number 7. Right
Tom
there. Boom.
Brady,
Joe Burrow's kicking butt.
Kirk Cousins,
Kirk
Josh
Cousins, number
Allen,
8.
Carson Wentz,
Dude,
Jameis
Antonio.
Winston,
Antonio.
11.
Kirk
Are these
Cousins.
pass yards?
It's
What
not
stats
better
are
than
No,
these?
just
Lamar
overall.
Jackson.
Oh, okay.
Kirk Cousins is playing better than Lamar
No,
Jackson this season.
Come
Jameis Winston is at
on.
11. Derek
Jameis
Carr is at
Winston playing
12.
better than Lamar Jackson?
No, heck no.
Terry Bridgewater at 13. Justin Herbert at 14. Patrick
Justin
Mahomes.
Herbert, number 9. There
Patrick
are 9 right there that
Mahomes.
I've
Oh,
named
my
that are
hell.
playing better,
Patrick Mahomes
having better
at 15.
seasons this year than Lamar
In your
Jackson.
opinion.
Patrick Mahomes at 15.
Factually,
Baker Mayfield at 16.
10. Baker
Again,
Mayfield.
Miguel, Jameis
Boom.
Winston
Lamar
is a
Jackson
quarterback.
at 17.
17.
Matt Ryan 18. Tua at 19. Mac Jones 20, and so on.
Kirk Cousins is not a better quarterback than
Yes,
Lamar
he is. This season, yes, he is. Quarterback, not athlete.
Yes,
Nothing
I
like
know
that.
What you're saying.
Quarterback.
I don't think you can say just okay. Lamar Jackson may be great, but he's not versatile.
You want to know who really
do you
disappointed
mean?
me?
He can't do
Justin
like
Fields.
he doesn't have
So
a
far.
ton of
He was my
tools
vote for
in his
Rookie of the
belt.
Year
What do
in
you
the
mean?
beginning.
He's one of the most versatile QBs in the league.
So he can
Listen.
pass it really well.
He can pass it well.
No, he can't pass it well.
Lamar?
Yeah.
Running,
What?
What's the ranking here? Horrible, bad, good, well, really well. He's in the
You
good
just made
range.
your own.
He's in the he's in the good range.
Lamar Jackson is a.
He's in the low good
How do you
range.
say- who's the most versatile quarterback in the league then?
Kyler Murray.
Versatile. Kyler Murray or Russell Wilson, in my opinion.
yeah.
Yep.
And Lamar Jackson is up there.
I
with
would even
them.
say that Tom Brady.
Well, just
no, I
this
don't think
season,
so.
yeah. I'd say overall, Patrick Mahomes is
Yep.
pretty.
Yeah, I know, but
Freaking-
he's saying that Lamar Jackson is not a versatile
He's
quarterback.
not. He like. If it wasn't for his
He
running
has-
game, he wouldn't be considered a great quarterback.
He wouldn't be considered a good
But
quarterback.
that's so hard to say. Like to
No,
say
no,
without your
I'm
running
saying
game,
it.
you're not a good quarterback. Like that's
No,
part of his
no, that's
quarterback
exa-
style.
No, if you put him as a pocket passer,
He's not a bad pocket passer.
yes, he is.
He's
He's not a good pocket passer.
Okay, okay. Let's say he's a good. Let's say he's an okay pocket passer, a good pocket passer. If he didn't have the running game he has, if he had the same running game as Tom Brady, he would be so like he would just be like
Tom Brady's running for some yards
potentially
this season,
he
baby.
would be
Okay,
below average.
That's fine, but you said that he doesn't have a lot of tools in his bag, which
That's
his
what I'm-
run game is a tool in his. Like he has a lot of tools.
That's his tool. That's his tool. That's not a lot of tools. I'm not saying he doesn't have a tool. I'm saying if he didn't, if you took Tom Brady's running genes and put it into Lamar Jackson,
That's probably the worst quarterback in the league.
it's probably
Okay, but
now take Lamar Jackson's running genes and put it in Tom
Down
Brady's.
there.
that's fine. But it's hard. Like in my
That's
head,
bad,
it's hard
dude.
for me to say if I.
You're
take
telling.
away
Hang
your
on.
running-
I gotta just real quick. Just what Josh said. You're telling me you give Lamar Jackson, with his current passing ability, Tom Brady's running. He's not worse than Justin Fields.
Not right now.
Oh, dude, that's so
But can
bad.
you imagine-
Because I agree. Because Justin Fields is not doing good.
Can you imagine
But how
Tom Brady
sad
if
is
he had
that?
Lamar Jackson's running ability?
Okay,
Oh, there
would be-
You can't do anything because he's
That's
already to
fine,
go.
but-
He's already to go.
in my mind, it's hard for me to say I'm going to take away Lamar's running game and then rate him as a quarterback.
So here's
If
what
you
I
take
here's
away
what
Tom
I
Brady's
here's what I
style,
found
If
out.
you take away Tom Brady's mind and passing, he's not
Hey,
a.
here's
he's
what
not
I
a good
found out about
quarterback.
Antonio.
I understand that.
Here's
It's
what
the
I
same-
found out about Antonio. This is real. Antonio can't do hypotheticals.
No, it's just
Like no,
it's-
not
it's
in a mean way.
it's
Not in a mean way. You're just not good at being able to look at a hypothetical and see it and be like, okay, I
No,
can see what you're saying.
I see what you're saying, but it's not a fair thing to say.
No,
about
I'm
something.
saying
that's
the
why
same
it's
thing
a
about Tom
hypothetical.
Brady.
It's because it's not a fair thing to say because
Okay,
it's not
so Miguel,
possible.
I have a
So
question.
it's a
But that's my
hypothetical.
point. He's a top 5 quarterback because he
No, he's
can
not.
run
He's
and
not a
he can
top 5
pass the-
quarterback.
Okay,
I
hold on.
believe he
Hold
is.
on. Hold on,
Josh
wait,
said
wait,
he
wait.
is too.
I have a question for you, Miguel.
Yes, sir.
If you take away Tom Brady's mental capacity and his throwing game, is he an average? Is he a
He's
great
the worst
quarterback?
quarterback that's ever played football.
Thank you. It's
Ever.
That's fine, and I agree.
Tom Brady.
I agree with
if
that.
you take away his
If you
passing
take away his
game
mind and his
mind.
passing,
That's
like
the thing, is I
his
agree
quarterback
with that.
IQ and stuff,
and if
he's
he
the
just
worst
had
quarterback.
running,
I agree with that, but you can't say he's not a top 5 quarterback or he's not a good quarterback this year because if you take away his speed, he's got nothing. Because that's what he uses to play quarterback.
no,
No,
I'm
I'm
just
not saying that's not why he's not.
Yeah,
that's not why
I'm
he's
not
not a
s-
top 5 quarterback. He's just not a
That's
top
not
5
what I'm
quarterback
saying
right
either.
now because there are 5 other quarterbacks at least that are
But I don't
playing
think-
better
I
in the
don't think
quarterback
there are.
position than he is,
But I don't-
statistically and in my opinion.
Statistically, there's 16.
Exactly.
Jameis Winston.
If you're gonna look at the statistics of the season, then yes. But if you're gonna take opinion,
But what
I
were
give
those
it. I
passing
wouldn't put him
ratings?
in the
Like,
top 10. I'd probably put him 11.
Are those passing ratings? Like what are they? Because if they're passing
They're just
ratings,
the QBR, just the quarterback rating.
based on all the
Which
stats.
is which I did hear in an interview with Kyle Whittingham today. QBR is the greatest way to judge a quarterback for his season and his performance. It's the most unbiased way to tell what quarterbacks are doing better.
But then you're telling me Tom Brady's the 8th best quarterback?
No, heck no.
Exactly.
He's the number one
But
quarterback
it's
in the
the
NFL right now.
But that's the thing. Like, just because it's like it doesn't work for.
We're taking our opinions and mixing them with the statistics and the facts
That's what I'm
and
doing.
saying, which is fine. You're just
You're just
what's
trying to
taking it a
tell me
step
that
further.
I'm wrong.
No, because
No.
look, if you're
Yes,
if
you
he's
are wrong.
already at number 17 with his running ability, and you take away his running
You can
ability,
move him
what-
up 7 spots to number 10, and we're good.
I think he is a very valuable quarterback. So I
Yes,
think
he is a
top
very
5
valuable-
quarterback this
He's a
year.
very valuable football player.
But I think he's a top 5 quarterback this year.
Interesting.
Still.
Well, Joe
Here's-
Flacco's
here's-
going to the Jets, so
Let me
Yeah,
tell you.
that's
Here's
true.
what I
Trouble
think
happens.
about. Here's what I think about Lamar Jackson.
fuck.
Because your argument is all about the weapons that he has, and he doesn't have them, which is why he has to use his running. If you put him on a
What are you
team,
talking
No.
about?
No. That's not what I've
Saying he
said.
doesn't have receivers?
not necessarily. He has to be the one that's doing the brunt
I've
of
never
the running,
said that that's
right?
the reason he
And his
Freaking
offensive
Hollywood,
line-
dude. Hollywood is a monster.
Yeah, but who else? Right now,
Hollywood.
exactly. But
where
that's what
would
I'm
you
saying.
rank Hollywood? Where would you rank Marquise Brown?
He's top 10.
That's so top 10
For
receivers
sure.
this season, 100%. But what I'm saying is, if you take him away from a team where he has to do the brunt of the work, and put him on the Rams, I don't think they're doing well. I don't think they're doing well because
Rams doesn't have many weapons.
The-
Receiver wise?
The Rams?
the Rams.
Yeah.
Woods and
Give me,
Cup?
give me. What are you talking
Besides
about?
Cup.
Robert Woods is a top
He's
10
all
receiver
right.
this
If
season.
you put him on the
alright.
Bucks, if you put him on the
Reynolds
Cowboys,
is playing great. The whole
If you put
receiving
him
core
on-
for
if you put him on the Bucks,
If you put him on.
any team that has a good receiving
the
core,
Cowboys,
But it
you're
also
just not
depends-
doing well. He's just not going to do well.
All right. All right.
I just don't think because his passing is that below average.
I just have to look at it and say, it's a lot of system. Because if they have Lamar Jackson, then they're going to switch up how they play the game, right? And so if you put him on a Cowboys, you're going to switch up how you play the game. If you
Right.
put him on
Hypothetical, though. That's what I'm saying. It's a
Exactly.
hypothetical
That's my
situation.
point.
You take him and you switch Dak Prescott and them. I think that's Dak Prescott is having more success with the Ravens than Lamar is going to have with the Cowboys.
I can
Same
see that.
system?
You don't
Everything's
change
the same.
anything except take the quarterbacks and move them. That's it. Now, can we all agree that Tom Brady is the league MVP right now? I know you do. You can't?
I don't know that there's a clear. I don't know that I could pick.
Him, Cup,
Kyler Murray.
Kyler Murray, I would say are probably
Dude,
the top
hey,
right now, in my opinion. Jamar Chase is.
Jamar Chase
taking
is
Buffalo.
is putting himself up there. He really is. He's gonna win Rookie of the Year and
I mean,
MVP.
I don't think there's any other option.
He won't win MVP.
No, he won't.
Okay.
But he's. I mean, when was the last time a rookie was in the conversation for MVP? It's probably not
I actually want to
super
I'd
recent.
say
The last time it actually
Just-
happened, or the last time that someone
Just was in the conversation, even like
Justin
Lamar
Herbert.
Jackson was too.
Justin Herbert was.
Justin Herbert wasn't in for MVP.
I think people were saying he has.
Maybe.
No.
But it's Tom Brady. He's playing. He might be playing the
I-
best football of his career right now. The
If
guy's
Tom
playing
can
till he's
keep playing
55.
yeah, I was
dude.
gonna say.
He's gonna do it.
Did you see the? You don't do video games, never mind. Did you see that Battlefield came out with that trailer that showed Tom Brady as the league MVP in like 2044?
No.
So funny.